Hello, everyone. This is Barbara Iris Elsu of Parental World Knowledge. I want to welcome everyone. We're here to do some more energy scans and also talk about wisdom herbs. And wisdom herbs are the healthiest food that you could eat. They're in capsule forms, and eventually we will also have liquid if you have, God forbid, a very severe problem and you have radical cancer or etc., then I would recommend to be having our liquid that we'll eventually will have. But this is fantastic if you want to lose weight and in a healthy way, not yo-yo dieting. And this is very safe and effective. My son has tested this. In addition, we have testimony from a number of people. They're coming forth that this is just excellent. Very simple for the weight loss. They don't have to do additional exercise, and it's helping them lose weight really quite quickly, not too quickly, because, I mean, if you do a yo-yo dieting and it's too quick, that's not good. Diet pills aren't good. There's so many, things that are not healthy for you. This is all natural, the highest certified herbs, and it's from the cleanest forests, as you can see on our brochure we show. So, I'm just saying that if you want to have great health, in addition, you want to lose weight properly, this is the way to go. And my son did a lot of research, plus he is taking it himself on a regular basis. And he is very healthy. He's been able to do things that he never could do before. He didn't have the drive to do the building in this house. He had to do all the, repair, and it was major construction and having to lift things. And he was able to do this. And he didn't have, really much help. So he did a lot of things himself. And it was quite amazing that he had the strength from taking the herbs. And usually he would, get a lot of colds and, it would be bronchitis, and he had severe asthma and hay fever and just a nightmare of things, even more things. And he does not have those problems. He's staying very healthy. And in fact, there's a place where he works, and they're unfortunately seem to always be coming down with colds and things. And he, whether it be colds, viruses, whatever it is, I mean, they're coming down with it, and he's not getting it. Thank goodness that, this is keeping him healthy. So, and then he's giving them the herbs to get them well, which that is so wonderful, and it's happening over and over and over where, they're not taking it on a regular basis, so they're getting sick. But, my son is, and he's not. So that's the key. You need to do a regular, routine with your health. I mean, if, it's great, you want to do other things with your family and all, but the most important thing is your health. If you don't maintain that, it doesn't matter, you're going to take trips and all that. If you're not going to have great health, this is the most important thing, to make sure that you have enough to have good health, especially the way the weather's changing. I mean, it's going down to the 30s, but there's like a wind chill factor, it's like 10. And this is going off and on. It goes from 30s it goes back up to like 50s and 60s. I don't know what's going on with our weather, but I'll tell you, you need to have good health. Eating right is very important. Eating organic food and eliminating, all the junk. You got to cut out the things that, soda and all that. But the only soda I would say is good is some ginger ale. I wouldn't drink the other stuff. Ginger is excellent for your health. If you're going to have some soda, have that. But all this other stuff is not good for your health. And, if you have diet, it's even worse because the sweetener makes you want to have more sweet things and eat more. So, truly eating properly and then also having your herbs. And this is for, everyone. This is safe and effective. And in addition, it's for many things. I mean, we have one that's brain food, so that if you want to have more focus and more energy, and your mind will be stronger, you'll be able to think faster, everything. This brain food is amazing. Makes a very big difference. And we have the bone food, the heart food, and the cleansing food. And I'm telling you, you take that regimen, you'll be able to have safe and effective weight loss. And this is a regimen. And I want to start. I haven't been able to because my son was selling them all out, which is wonderful. And then he gives one free. So I'm delighted about that. That he was able to do that, and one free to a needy person. So this is so essential. But I did take some herbs. I just didn't take the capsules yet. I did take the liquid herbs, and I'm going to be soon taking this. Like I said, he's been selling them out, and he needs to make more supply. And you need to order this because we might not necessarily have what you want. So give us a call, 973-736-1637, 973-736-1637, or 973-280-6356, 973-280-6356. And my son's line is 973-282-6071. That's 973-282-6071. And I just want to say, with these herbs, it's very safe, again, and effective if you're just tuning in. And the fact in the matter is, there is nothing else equivalent that I know for weight loss. I tried different things, and I know I didn't try diet pills, that's for sure. But I know I tried safe things, but they weren't as safe as this. They weren't as healthy as this. And they didn't work as well as this. Having the liquid herbs was a lot more effective. So I would definitely recommend highly the herbs. And I see what's happening with, my son and, his friends. They're definitely benefiting greatly. And in not only that, but the one for the brain will definitely calm you down if you're having, sometimes we overreact, certain people, to situations, and it's causing us too much anxiety and situations. So this is definitely calming. And there's no inhibitors in our herbs, so it's not going to cause a problem of interaction with your medication. So I just wanted to let you know. And you take this, separate from your medication. Take this an hour before, and then you can take your medication after. Now, this is wonderful, and you can't believe how fast. I mean, it was 30 pounds in 30 days. A man that could not lose weight prior, and tried so many diets and different things, and kept himself active, but he couldn't lose weight. So 30 pounds in 30 days. And, this is quite remarkable. So you really need to try this. And if you have someone that needs to lose weight and you want to give them a nice gift, well, this is it. This is it. This is food. This will keep them healthy, especially the holidays are coming up. And if you know somebody needs to lose weight, and then they're going to have all this holiday food, and they're going to tend to overeat and even gain more, do this for them. Give them a gift of this. And it starts, our prices, you can see, it's $40 for 100 capsule. And then it says right here, you can see, you get off from the $40, another $10 if you buy a second one, and gives you the prices all the way, so forth. So you really get benefit by buying more, and actually then the fifth would be free, because the 5 bottles for $160, and so the fifth one is free. Can't beat that. So you could, get, I would recommend those, 3 for the weight loss if you're doing weight loss of the bone and the heart and the cleansing. And then the brain. And then I would get another cleansing for you because you want to continue with the routine. And, that's what I would recommend. So it's really reasonable. There's, as far as I know, no one that has matched this price. They were selling Dr. Sebi's for 90 capsules, and it was $50. So this is less. Our first, bottle is less. We're giving also more capsules, and then in addition, we're making this special, deal where you buy more, you get more off. So obviously, this is the way to go with Wisdom Herbs. They're the highest certified and from the cleanest forest and the best price. Now, we're in West Orange, New Jersey. So if you just have, small orders, you'll have to pick up. But if it's a whole office and, or you're doing a big order for the holidays for giving gifts, then we'll be more than happy to deliver for free. And, I hope that you will give us a call on this and try this yourself. And I'll tell you, every parent needs this. What we go through with the kids, we need more energy, we need more focus. I know for a fact, I'm a parent. And I never claim that there's anything that is just perfect with being a parent. I love being a parent, but I know you need more energy and more focus, especially last night. My son comes home, and he just went on a business trip, and he was learning more about finance. So he comes in, I knew he needed to eat. So, I made his food prior. I knew he was on his way home, he told me, and I made his dinner. And then I had to do his wash because I knew he had to get up early to go to work. And, he was doing the finest thing for both of us. And I just feel, I got to help him. So, you need more energy and you need more focus, even when they're in their 20s. It's not getting easier. It isn't. And, there's always something that he wants me to do. And then I have to clean up after him, the dishes or whatever. He's not cleaning anything up. He's not. So believe me, as a parent, I sympathize. We need more energy. We need more focus. So these Wisdom Herbs are wonderful. And I, hope that everybody takes advantage. Right now, we have this great offer, and it's a perfect time, right when the holidays are, coming. And I got to plug in my charger. He took my laptop with him, and he didn't charge it. Well, it's even better that I knew to sign out for him, because one time before he didn't sign out and he left his site, Wisdom Square, and I was taping on his thing. He borrows my laptop, but he has to sign out. He did that once, and I didn't let it get it past me. I caught it. I caught that it was definitely not my site. So kids, they keep you going. You never know what they're doing next. So I can tell you, if you need to have more energy and focus, you need to have these herbs. And like I said, I'm taking the liquid one. I want to start, doing the regimen of what I just said for the weight loss. And it's quick. I mean, within a month, I will be down to the weight I want to be. I'll be perfect. And, that's, what I'm striving for. And that's it. So I'm not overeating, just that I unfortunately had an injury. And, I couldn't do the exercise I normally did. I had to change the food I was eating. I found out my blood type was different than the food that my late mother was preparing. So I stopped eating that since I couldn't be as active. And I realized, and I changed my whole regimen around. And then I started eating the ancient grains and, switching to other things too. So it's made a big difference, and I'm, very hopeful with this. I feel I can lose all the weight I want to within 1 month, and I will start that very soon. I think the most important thing is, like, I'm a healer. I want to be helping everybody else first, and that to me is very important. And with the energy scans, it also gives you more energy and focus. And what it is that I'm clearing your chakras. Everything has a circulatory system within us. So obviously, it's circulatory for your chakras. And if it's disrupted, then this is where, I pinpoint. Even if you didn't tell me what was wrong, I know you have to go to the doctor and you have to tell him what's wrong. But with me, this is something that was God's gift to me, that I have this ability of doing. And all I have to do is just pinpoint and focus on my own what is wrong. I don't have to, know necessarily from you. You don't have to say, oh, this is hurting me, that's hurting me. I just can do that. I know when I did miraculous healing prayer, I did need to know what was wrong. I didn't pinpoint. I didn't, get to that feeling of exactly what's wrong. I had like some certain feelings about things, but I didn't pinpoint. I didn't pinpoint what it was. I was just healing for the entire body and not pinpointing exactly where the area is. Now, by doing energy scans, that's what an energy scan is, where I pinpoint exactly what's wrong. And the healing process is a lot quicker. It's seconds, as opposed to, it could be days for the miraculous healing prayer. So this is really amazing. And all you have to do is give us a call, and I can do an energy scan right on the phone. So you don't have to say your full name. You can just say your first name, first initial, and we will do an energy scan. So I hope that someone does call. I've had so many people say they want to do the energy scan, and then I don't know why they're not calling. I mean, some have legitimate reasons, like they had to visit their mom in the hospital. But other people say they're going to do it and then they just don't. I mean, nothing is more important than our health. I know things come up, but look, you still need to take care of your health. And this is so essential. And there's no cost, there's no sign up, there's nothing you have to do other than just give us a call and I will do an energy scan over the phone. And I've had superstars now have actually said they like my energy scans, what I'm doing, and our wisdom herbs. So, this is, superb. If you go on Instagram, my account, it's Barbara L. Sue. And if you go on there, you can see that we've had people say that they, like. So many people are saying this, successful businessmen, women, and superstars now. So I'm really thrilled about that. And I am looking forward to helping more and more people and stopping world hunger. It can be done. It's going to take time. I know we're just, as I said in the past, making a small ripple effect, but it will happen. And I'm just, thrilled that each day more and more people that we can give one, we sell one, we give one away to the needy. So hopefully, besides helping yourself, you're going to be doing a good deed. And that's the way I was raised, that, we take care of our family, but then, you do good deeds. And that's what you'd be doing every time you buy one bottle. Another one goes out to a needy person. So help us, stop world hunger. It's possible. It's going to take some time, but, we've got a big world, and but we can do this. So I hope that, and everyone who refers people to us that buy one bottle, you get 10% each bottle. So, if they bought, 2, 3, whatever it's 4 in an order, you're going to be getting 10% of each of those bottles. So please give us a call and refer people to us. And when they buy, you can make a nice small business for yourself here. This is definitely, the best product out there for weight loss, for health. You want to have, like I said, oh, somebody might be calling now. Excuse me. Hello, Bar speaking. Okay, well, you'll have to excuse me. I'm doing a show right now. Bye now. Okay. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. It's going to keep ringing, I think, from this political thing. That was a political call. Thank goodness. At any rate. So with this energy scan, you will be able to be more focused, have more energy. If you have something that needs to be healed, it can be healed within seconds. I can't guarantee that it will. I mean, I have so far 100% track record for everyone who has believed in God. And even if you're a little doubtful, about the healing process, but being that you do have a strong belief in God, and you pray with me to God when I do the energy scan, I've had 100% success rate. There hasn't been one person so far that it hasn't. So, like I said, as long as you're believing, you have to believe in God. You have to believe that, what I'm doing, pretty much, I mean, you can't just, say, oh, I totally doubt what you're doing, and that's not going to work. So we both have to pray to God together And this will definitely be life-changing for you. So whether you have just a minor problem, it could be a stiff neck, whatever it is, but give us a call and we can resolve. And it could be something with the mind, could be with the body. I do both with the energy scan. It's interesting, when I did the miraculous healing prayer, I didn't have as much ability to do something if somebody was having a mind problem. I could do more with the energy scan. I noticed a big, vast difference immediately. And I had a friend, I won't mention names, but was going through some depression, and they're on medication. But I could not do the miraculous healing prayer and change that situation. But it helped like a little bit, but not to the extent of this. This is totally life-changing. I know, and with the herbs combined, this is definitely life-changing. This will be a world of difference. I know in Europe, the doctors are highly recommending and prescribing the herbs for their patients in combating, if they have, problems, mind problems, and besides, health problems too, but, physical. But it is definitely for mind problems over there. And it is amazing that it's not just a few, it's many, many people. The majority of people are already smart and knowing to have the herbs. In our country, unfortunately, there's not a lot of discussion. There's not, doctors telling you, recommending, and that's where we lack. And that's because companies want to sell their drugs, and they're selling it to the doctors. That's their patients. They give them the free samples, and then they get the patients to be buying them. It's kind of sad. If this would be working more effectively than the herbs are working more effectively than the medicine. I'm not saying that just to totally stop your medicine, because your doctor will tell you, as you're getting into this, you might still need to have your medicine. That's fine. Like I said, you take it, I mentioned earlier, if you're just tuning in, I want to say it again. You can take this an hour before. There's no inhibitors in this. So take it an hour before your medicine. And this is all natural. This is just excellent for your health. And I would always talk to your doctor first before you take this. And like I said, there's no inhibitors. You tell them that, and let them know exactly what you'd be taking. It states the different ones that we have and what it's for. And so therefore, if you're on certain medications, you want to know, since there's no inhibitors, would the herbs, would that work with the medication? I feel that it will, as long as you're doing, like I said, it an hour before. But I would still talk to your doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a licensed doctor. I can't, but I do know, I'm knowledgeable of what is going on. I did a lot of research, and my son, he's taking these, and he sees, the effect. He's taking everything, but he's not doing the girl food. That is not doing. So, but he's taking, all the others, and he's seeing that it works effectively. And his friends and total strangers that we don't even know, but they're coming forth with testimony that it's working. And whether it be mind or body, they're both testifying it's changing, so life-changing. So give us a call on this, and I hope you call about the energy scan. I know for a fact it's going to make a difference in your life, and you just have to try one time and see. And if you don't, you're passing up such, this is, you know, a life-changing. It's not just a little bit, it can be really totally life-changing. You know, the herbs, if we don't take care of our body, let's put it this way. I mean, I could do the healing for you, but then if you're not eating right and you're not having all the proper nutrition that you need, vitamins, you know, they're not the best thing because they can become toxic in your body. If you are taking vitamins, at least I hope you're taking time-release vitamins. And the only one I would really do is the vitamin D, because, you know, like if you're lacking sunshine and you need to, you know, have that, I would say that's good. But the rest of them, you know, it is not a wise thing. The herbs are better. And like I said, if you are going to be taking vitamins, if you're on a regimen, at least take the time released so that it's gradual. If you have everything going into your system, it becomes toxic. It's going to be worse. It's not going to help you. You're not going to feel better. You're going to feel worse if things become toxic in your body. This does not become toxic. This is, you know, healthy. This is, you know, giving you what you need in your body and in your mind. So, you know, I hope that you do try. And there's no better time than the holidays are coming up. And like I said, you know, you don't want to be overeating all this, you know, oh, this tempting food. You see all these pastries and all this other stuff, and you know, it's overwhelming for most people during the holidays. You know, people that normally don't even eat these desserts, but you know, you go into parties and they're there, and you know, people tend to overeat during the holidays. So I would definitely suggest have these that will keep you a little fuller so that you won't overindulge with different things. And that's not good. You know, and that's, you know, once in a while, if we, you know, have a little extra, fine, but not on a regular basis. And through the holidays, there could be so many parties that you're invited to. And this is the time, really, truly the time to get this. And this makes a great holiday gift. I mean, what else? I mean, if you're giving someone their health, you know, you tell them, I bought this out of love for you. I want you to be, you know, healthy. I'm trying it and I want you to be healthy. So that's, you know, that's what you can say. And I know that I would be thrilled with a gift like this. This is very, very good. This is to keep, you know, you really care about somebody and you want them to stay healthy. So that's terrific. Alrighty, so I just wanted to also, you know, let you know a little bit more of what's going on in my life. I met somebody on my late dad's birthday on November the 6th. And, you know, it's just remarkable that this person, I just feel it was, you know, really basically from God that I met him. You know, he asked me out, and I, you know, feel such a connection because, first of all, I did explain what happened to my late father. He slipped and fell over a water grate plate, and he severely wounded his shoulder and arm. And they gave him surgery by mistake at the Veterans Hospital in East Orange. They didn't have a brain surgeon there, and they gave, you know, surgery thinking that, you know, in their literature, everything should be fine if there wasn't bleeding after the surgery in his shoulder and arm. Well, there wasn't bleeding, so they thought everything was fine. Problem is, we didn't have a brain surgeon on that particular facility, and it was a neurologist, and they gave us stats of, you know, what a brain surgeon would be giving you, thinking that, you know, this is the correct thing, that this is, as long as you don't have bleeding in your shoulder and arm after surgery, then there wouldn't be leading to bleeding of the brain. Well, that's not the case. Most likely, if you have a severe wounded shoulder and arm, that will lead to bleeding of the brain. If they had a brain surgeon there, then this would have never been given the surgery. My father still would be here. It would have been a little difficult for him to move his arm. It would take a while to get back. But he would have had physical therapy, and he would be getting back to be able to use it. And he'd be living. Well, there was no brain surgeon there, and that's what's needed. And this particular person that contacted me is a brain surgeon. And in addition, he loves horses like I do. And when I was 14, I painted a painting, and I entitled it Life. Well, he took a picture of himself with a horse, and he entitled it Life. And it's just too many coincidences. There's just too many coincidences. And then, in addition, my late father, he was a veteran, and he ran the entire hospital during World War II. They sent him to medical school. So, I feel that he's like my late dad, a brilliant mind, and, that's something I really value in someone. That's the most important thing to me. So, there's just so much, and I'm, very happy and very thankful. And even more so, there's something we were discussing. He said that he wants to open a clinic. Well, I said, well, why not at the Veterans Hospital in East Orange? Because they didn't have a brain surgeon. So he says he's considering that location. And hopefully they do, have him do this. And let's face it, if they had him open this clinic, it's going to save lives. It's going to avoid all the expense that they did for surgery, which was needless. He could have just had a consultation with him, and then he realized, gee, no, don't do surgery. And, so they're keeping down costs by not having to do surgery if you have a regular brain surgeon there. So it would be a lot of savings. And you just need to build a small wing. It doesn't have to be big. As long as you have a brain surgeon there, because that needs to be done. My father would still be alive. They truly did not want him to die. They tried in every way to convince New York, but, they called 3 times for me. And I called, but it didn't to no avail. I called more than once too. But all I know is they meant well. They just did not have the right information. So this should not happen to anyone else. And I hope that he does get this clinic going. I can't promise you that it's going to happen, but, we make a proposal, and hopefully, they'll be smart enough to do it, because you'll be saving money by needless surgeries. I mean, and if you do surgery that isn't right and someone dies, people could sue you too. So, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. They need to have a brain surgeon there. You can't be recommending things if you don't have a brain surgeon. You're recommending for something for your brain. You can't be not having a brain surgeon there. And I thought that, being the stats were there, that there was a brain surgeon there. I read all the literature, and I, had it explained to me, and I thought everything was fine. But there was no brain surgeon there. There was only the neurologist. And I did not know that this, being it said, this was, a safe thing. It didn't say that there would be a big risk. If it stated that, I would have known not to do it. And since my father had such a brilliant mind, I didn't discover anything until his gait started to be different. The way he would walk was different a week before he passed on. So I had no idea. I had no idea. There was no change in his thinking. He was still, he had great brain cells. I mean, it's just, that mind was brilliant. And a funny story that I mentioned this before a long time ago, but he was in the emergency room. I wasn't there because they told me to go out of the room while they gave me an exam. But he said verbatim what an Indian doctor said on the phone, because the nurse said, "What did you just say to someone on the phone?" And so he, said it um, again, but she still didn't get it. My father repeated it twice. The first time when she asked, he repeated it. And the second time when she asked him again, the doctor said it again. And then my father repeated it verbatim in Indian. He never spoke Indian, but he was able to say exactly verbatim. And that was the week right before he passed on. His brain was still brilliant, and I couldn't notice any difference. That's because he had such a brilliant mind. And to be able to be selected to go to medical school, he never had any medical training, and they sent him World War II, and he ran the entire hospital himself. That's that's saying a lot, that he was very sharp. And all I can say is I hope that this clinic happens, because nobody should lose a wonderful father like mine, and the world shouldn't have lost my father. He was raising funds for all the veterans around the world, and then for college scholarships for kids. And he was able to stand 8 hours on his feet. He was almost 96 years old, 8 hours on his feet, raising funds for the veterans and the college kids. God bless him. And he just was the most wonderful father and grandfather. He was like a father to my son, not just a grandfather. And he was loving to all his grandchildren. He treated everyone very, very special. And he loved equally everyone. Well, at any rate, I just want to tell you, that the good news that hopefully, let's say a prayer, could be a clinic, and that's it. So everything else is happening good. I'm very proud of my son. He improved his website. Go on that, wisdom-square.com, and you can see that why you should have these wisdom herbs. Go on wisdom-square.com. And it's David Alsu, and he is just amazing. The research he did, he's tested the product, and we know that it works. We have, also people coming through with their testimony. So hopefully you will call to reserve. And if you don't want to call now while we're on the air, but give us a call. We're here Monday through Sunday, 9 to 5. And in addition, I just want to say a miraculous healing prayer for everybody in the world. If you're not going to be calling for this, at least, let me say a miraculous healing prayer for good health, good spirit, good strength. I hope that there's peace everywhere, and there should not be, wars and things. And I'm hoping and praying that everyone, we're equal, and we should be helping each other. This is what we should be doing. Amen. And God heals 100%. I'm just saying the prayer. So, God will heal you. If you pray to God with me, God will heal you. And in addition, I just want to tell you on our site, parentalworldknowledge.com, every time you visit our site, you can get 2 miraculous healing prayers. So it's each time you visit our latest blog. And the last one is Wisdom Herbs. So, check that out where it says new, blogs that are there. And check that out. And I'll tell you, this is making such a vast difference in so many people's lives. It's so exciting to see this. There's people that have tried dieting, they couldn't do it. There's people that, are having mind problems, and, things were bothering them so much, before, having anxiety, and it's leading to depression. It's not good. Overreacting to different situations and things. And now with the herbs, it's changing. It's changing. It's so life-changing. It's so wonderful. And they came through with testimony that, that this has, these things were bothering them before, and, their mind, and it was so troublesome on their mind, and now they're not having that. This is definitely working. And like I said, do some research yourself. See, in Europe, they're doing this predominantly. The doctors are recommending herbs. So why are we not taking care of ourselves? It doesn't make sense. There's nothing more important than our health. That is the most important thing. So this holiday, instead of getting all these expensive gifts and things that we don't need, we should be taking care of ourselves and our family. That's what we should be doing. Because, the gifts mean nothing. If you don't have your health, it means nothing to have all these, you want your house to look, perfect. Well, that doesn't matter if you don't have the health to enjoy it. So my thought is that's what I, would do. I'm, putting priority on that and nothing else. So I hope that everyone takes advantage of this great sale. And as I said, this is the prices. And, we reduced it because I said to my son, we should do a flash sale. And so we did. And then he saw that having it less price, it sold. So that's why, it was actually Infusionsoft that suggested the flash sale. And I, recommended it since I learned that that's, what you do. And this was not our big selling product. We just started with this. So that's, what they recommended, to not have your big selling product. And I could see that it worked. It worked. They're absolutely right. I was absolutely right in telling my son. And he went with it. He went and reduced the prices. And he first didn't want to. He felt we were the lowest price as it was. But he felt the way the economy is, and people are, really still suffering somewhat. I mean, it's not as bad as it was, but it's still, the economy is still suffering. And this now is affordable. So, hopefully you will get this and you will try this and you'll see. And you're going to reduce the cost of your food too, because if this is definitely filling, and you won't be spending quite so much, and the food is outrageous in price right now. So to cut down some of that cost, this is going to definitely be affordable. You're going to be saving actually more money. So that makes logical sense. If you can cut down your food cost and having this is actually food, so it makes logical sense to give us a call and order this, because food is just right now so highly priced. I mean, all the stores, unless of course you're going to like a farmer's market, that kind of thing. It is outrageous, the prices right now. So, you really, and even if you have coupons and things, it's still very highly priced. So you'd be cutting down the amount of food that you need to buy, and this will be more than paying for itself, and you'll be having a savings. So don't we want that? Don't we want to have our great health and the savings? People are writing me. I don't know if it's for this. I just want to see. Let's see. I'm trying to see if anybody else is talking about the show. And I hope everybody goes out and votes tomorrow. And I hope, for electing a president, it's Hillary Clinton, because she is concerned about everyone in our country and in our world. She wants the economy to be good for the poor and for the middle class, as well as the wealthy. Now, if we don't elect her, I don't know what is going to be happening to our country. And we're going to have such suffering. The middle class will become poor. They will be among the poor. There's no question. The middle class are going to go right down to being poor. There won't be a middle class. I know for a fact that we need to have Hillary, because I did a lot of research on it, and it definitely is a wise choice. There is no question. And as far as everything else too, I know that she'll implement things so that even she's going to implement where the college education, she's going to try to put that forth where that is funded by our country. It shouldn't be. We're having to go through a hardship. I put myself through a hardship with putting my son through 5 years of college, even with he was on every scholarship and every grant he possibly could get to be an architect, because he was brilliant. He had all straight A's his senior year. He did 3 varsity sports. Brilliant child. So he was able to get every scholarship and grant, but that didn't cover it all. And it's a small fortune that I ended up putting myself through. All my savings went, every single penny, for 5 years of an Ivy League college. This is the lead college in the nation, NJIT. I put him through because, we wanted him to be the best architect. We both decided that, yes, it makes sense to go to the best college. And he did have the best education, and he is the best. He's designing all the CVS stores in New York. So I know that he is the best. So it was worth it. But see, if we would have our government pay for the college education, parents wouldn't be going through this, taking their life savings like I did. I mean, that's 5 years of college. And putting him through that college, I mean, it was just like basically medical school even. I mean, the cost was crazy. So, he needed supplies and different things, programs, and he had to get the best computer. There's so many things that I had to go and pay for. And then summer classes he had to take, because to graduate, he had to have a certain amount and during the year it's too hard to have so many credits, it made more sense to take summer courses. And summer courses were not covered under scholarships, so I had to pay for it each and every year. So that's, horrible that I had to go through all that cost. And not as a parent, that should be changed. And Hillary wants that. She wants the government to fund college education. There's so many things that she will implement that will keep our country safe and, in addition, help us as parents, what we're going through. We should not have to be going through our life savings to put our child through college. And now still he owes a scholar, he had scholarships, but he still owes for loans. So even with me helping all those years, 5 years, he still has now loans. So it is ridiculous what is going on in this country. It has to stop. We need Hillary. She's a strong person, and I know that she will make our country whole and help the world too. That there's peace, and she would be a great president as far as keeping that. You need a great speaker. You need someone who's not argumentative, and that is Hillary. Hillary Clinton will lead our country properly. So please get out and vote tomorrow and vote for Hillary. I'm sorry, I don't really get into too much political things, but at times I do, and when I see that it's absolutely necessary, and this is necessary, our country will go down if we don't have Hillary. All the things, for the poor and the middle class, they'll be overlooked. And in addition, our country is made great by people from other foreign countries. We're a melting pot of people in our country. And if you elect the opposing person for Hillary, they're trying to keep people out of our country. Our country is great for having people from other countries. And that doesn't even make any sense because his family were foreign people. They weren't from this country. So why in the world is he having that attitude? And I definitely know that Hillary will want people to come in our country and make this country, better and better. I feel even, I'm offering, hopefully people will fund our website, parentalworldknowledge.com. I'm hoping that people will come from other countries. If they're going to have a college education here in the United States, I'm more than happy to give them scholarships. Know that people from other countries, they made our country great. So why in the world would we not want Hillary? Hillary is for having people come in this country, encouraging. If they want to live in this country and help our country, of course. So I would get out and vote for Hillary and, make this country great. We want to keep this country great, and we want this country to get better and better. That's my puppy. Okay, everything's all right. Martinos. Just got to forget me. Hear somebody. I was trying to see if anybody else contacted me from the show. That's about it. So, okay. Honey, you want to come on? Come on, everything's okay, Platinos. You want to come on? Come here, Platinos. Platinos. Mouse. Come over here. Say hello to everybody. Come on the air. Come on, honey. Come over here. I can't get him to stop. He hears somebody. Must be my son, I think. Maybe it's your brother, honey. Barbara speaking. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, right now I'm on a reality show, so I'm not going to be able to talk. But real quickly, is there a cost to what you're talking about? Because
buddy, good boy. Hey,
okay, well, I'm not interested. I've just invested everything into Wisdom Herbs. That's a product we're selling. So I unless it was a free offer, there's nothing I could do. Okay, take care. Have a great day. That's your brother. Everything's okay. Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope that you have a wonderful night or day wherever you are. And please keep referring people and keep calling us, please. If you don't want to call during the show time, call us 9 to 5, Monday through Sunday. All right. Take care. Bye now.